I am Sam MacNeil.
So, Sam, you are a paddle tennis player.
Yes.
How did you get into it?
So I was a tennis coach up in Scotland, and a few of the older members used to go over to Spain every year to play. And when they were there, they saw this other game next to their tennis courts, and they thought, and they were kind of getting a bit older, and the tennis court's quite big, and they were struggling, and so they managed to convince the board to get a paddle court put in Scotland, uncovered, which is probably a bad idea. I don't think they even had planning permission. But that was one of the first paddle courts in Scotland, and that was the club that I coached at. So from there, I was able to start, and I thought, oh, this is brilliant. Coming from tennis, there's a lot of crossover skills. And then a few courts were put in Edinburgh. A few of my tennis friends used to go and play some little tournaments. Got started, that was maybe 2016. And then we moved to London in 2019. And yeah, since then I've just been playing more and more and more.
Why do you like it?
I think because it's always doubles. So that was kind of my strength in tennis. So you're kind of playing with someone, it's a bit nicer. It's not as kind of like, one-on-one. I like the one-on-one, but yeah, doubles is nice, more social. And then, yeah, there's a lot more like tactics, I think. Like the rallies are a bit longer, there's more dimensions to it. It's like I can use a lot of my tennis skills, but then I need to learn a lot of new skills, like playing off the glass and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel like it's just a nice, like, well, tennis players can play immediately, but then they've also got a lot of kind of skill ceiling to reach.
Yeah. So what are you in the country now? You're ranked?
I think I'm around 9 or 10 at the moment.
And in Scotland?
I think Scotland I'm number 1. I haven't checked the rankings recently, don't quote me on.
So what's your best experience internationally or in paddle in general?
Yeah, I mean, we've played a few international tournaments and we had a good win last year over in Belgium, which was nice to kind of play like international level. Obviously, it's not as competitive as tennis yet. So when I was playing tennis, to play futures was like very, very tough. And now it's getting tougher, but yeah, for people that haven't played for very long, you can go and play a FIP, as they say, and yeah, it's kind of fun to see the level. And obviously, Spain are way, 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 way ahead. So you kind of hope you don't get 2 Spanish guys in the draw, and then apart from that, usually you can have a decent game.
Yeah. What's your best experience so far?
Best experience? I mean, we do have the equivalent, I guess it's called, National Club Championships, which used to play in tennis, and they have a paddle version. And Rocks Lane, my club that I play at, we've been able to win it the last couple of years, which has been pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you think paddle's taken off?
I think it has taken off because it is a sport that adult beginners can play without needing to invest a huge amount of time up front. At least that's the argument of why would you play paddle instead of tennis.
Yeah.
Because tennis, you need one-on-one lessons, you need to work on your serve, you need to work on your stroke. It's a very kind of technical game to get started. The athletic requirements for tennis are quite high because the court is so big. So I think you just take away all of that, and then it's like, okay, well, I can go and play today a good, decent game, even if I've never played before. I don't know, it's just a nicer on-ramp. And obviously now it's kind of trending, and
it's definitely trending.
And I guess it doesn't have, because it's pay and play, which I know some people feel, is what it is in terms of business model. I think, particularly when I talk to my fiance, for example, if she wanted to go and play tennis now, as kind of like an adult beginner intermediate, it is quite daunting going to a tennis club. And you kind of have like an interview almost, and like they're kind of judging you, how good are you?
Yeah.
Whereas paddle is just like, I can just book a court with my friends and go and play.
Yeah.
So it's just much more accessible from that point of view.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Do you think it's still going to be the accessible? Is it going to become more accessible over time?
Well, I guess the story that we hope is going to happen is that as more courts are built, then the price of playing will come down. So I'm aware at the moment that it is quite expensive. It's between 4. But yeah, if you want to play 2 or 3 times a week, that's going to be a significant chunk at the end of the month. But yeah, if you look, you can only look at what happened in Spain. It does kind of have to trickle down from the middle classes.
Yeah. And
then as more courts are built, it becomes more accessible.
Okay. Last question. How do you describe it in one word?
It depends if I've just won or lost. Fun.
Okay.
Fun.
Cool. Thanks, Sal.